Hey everybody, Perry and Nancy's Victory Garden here for all my friends in Ram and the garden site. We're making stew today to can, and it's pretty easy. It just takes a little bit of time to cut up all your vegetables and stuff. Show you what I've got going. Previous video I mentioned that we had bought a full bottom round. And we cut our roasts and our steaks from that. We cut our meat ourselves. These are the trimmings. Try to cut as much of the fat and stripping off of it as possible. And cut them up in about inch-sized cubes like a big chunk stew. Got our water boiling in here on the outside. Stove here. We're going to add our beef. About half of it because we're going to be doing another batch here. So we can get about 14 quarts. This is a 12 quart kettle, and I've already cut up our vegetables, and I'll just add what I've got. Okay, in here everything's fresh except for I did have to cheat and use some canned corn. We have garlic cloves, baby carrots, new fresh peas I picked yesterday. We got cabbage in there from our garden. We got some bok choy, onion, and our green beans aren't quite ready yet, so we're going to have to make this stew without it. So, and I didn't want to use just canned beans because they get mushy and everything. Anyway, I'm going to add some of this to the stock pot here.
Don't mention the potatoes. I'm standing here.
Well, we're going to put those in next.
I zoomed in on them.
We'll have to wait for potatoes.
Oh, this will cook down.
I know.
Give that a quick stir. Get that down on the bottom there. All this cabbage will cook down pretty good. So will the bok choy and the onions. But we've mostly bulk of. Oh, I do have an orange pepper in there too, just an orange sweet green pepper. Okay, potatoes. We're going to add our spuds right up to close to the top here. That way, all this is going to have to do is just cook off to a point of al dente. Okay. Because remember, two things. You're cooking in bulk, so you're going to have to double, triple your batches or whatever that you normally make for a stew. Also, that you don't want to cook this way down because you're going to be canning it. Okay, and because of the stew meat in there, you're going to be still right at time limits for 90 pounds. Or see, 90 minutes, I'm sorry, at, what is it, 10 or 11 pounds?
I think it's 11 pounds
11
for me.
pounds. Okay. Some of this I get a little confused. But anyway.
So how can we have Mom?
It's a team effort, trust me, around here. Okay, now we're going to add some seasonings. Cover up my meat here. Okay, as you can see, we've got quite an array of different kinds of seasonings that we're going to be using, but I'm just going to pick and go as we, for our taste, okay? We start out with some bay leaves. It always gives it a nice stew flavor. Put 5 or 6 in there, or to taste. Oop. Oop. There we go. And I'll just do a couple more. Okay, they're small. That's traditionally what you get your stew flavor and bouquet from. Okay, black pepper. Like I say in all my previous videos, when I cook, I don't measure. I go by my experience in cooking. This is a more traditional stew. This one here, I will not put any tomatoes in. I do like a good tomato stew. You got some more onion powder to help permeate the juices. A little chili powder. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here as far as measurement. And what else we got here? We're going to put our Winchester sauce in. Give it a little kick. About a third to maybe half a cup. And my stirring stick. Now that's pretty basic. The only thing I haven't really put in there yet, and I will later, is when I go to salt this. The reason why I like to cheat on some areas that I can't. This one is going to be when it's all ready to go to put in the can. I'm going to thicken it with some regular beef gravy mix that I have, and it'll thicken that all up. Notice on my beef I didn't fry it or brown it in flour for a natural thickener that way. Okay, but for now we're going to cook this down, and when this is done we're going to show you how we load our jars and how we go about canning. Okay, so for right now, we'll catch you here in a little while with the next segment. Talk to you then. Bye now.
Whatever. Hello, everybody. This is the second segment to the stew making. It is now time to can it. We've got some jars already filled up, and this is what's inside it. We've got big chunks of meat and potato, onion. Put that in. We got carrots, and peas, everything he said he was going to put into it. He honestly put into it.
Looks delish.
We haven't sampled it very much yet.
I did, and it was delish.
Okay. Well, I haven't had a chance to.
Made a good beef gravy base for it too.
Just doing the last couple of jars here.
And well, you can see we've got them all prepared to.
And we also have dinner for tonight.
Yes. I'm making some garlic rolls. They're in the final stage of rising. They're going to throw them in the oven. Then we'll have garlic rolls with beef stew tonight. Oh.
We already made 2 fresh loaves of regular bread this morning. Or today, I should say now.
Okay, then what we'll do is
wipe the rims off. There you go.
And
dig out
my sister-in-law got me this, Jana. Y'all know her.
To fish out.
Love it. Love using it. And just cinch seal, you don't squeeze it down hard. Got a big chunk of meat there, potato. Ooh.
Makes a firm turd.
My husband.
My stepfather.
Always the couth, and he talks about me.
I keep everybody entertained.
Yes.
That looks good, man. I almost put some kale or some Swiss chard in there, but I think that'd be a little bit too much.
Yeah, you know, sometimes just a simple beef stew.
There it is. And that's what this is. Just a good hearty beef stew. Quick, easy when you're cold or anything like that. Just open the jar up, put it in a saucepan, and heat it up.
That's what I'm looking for. And then we got the canner heating up right now on the stove, so it should be about ready to accept these. Let me check on. Yeah, pretty good. So I'll start loading these up.
What pressure on that?
We are going to do this at 10 pounds pressure for 90 minutes since it has the meat. And somebody had mentioned to me earlier for the ones that are new at this, to let it vent for 10 minutes.
After you open the...
After you put the lid on and it's steaming. And our canner holds 7 quarts.
Yeah, and all else fails, remember to check with your canning books. Elevation and times are different on different foods. So make sure you get a good canning book and just follow the directions on it.
Alright, that's it for now.